I think it's important to build up the muscle of manually paying debt, saving, investing, like manually making those payments. Rachel, I don't disagree with you either. I do think that there is a place for that. There are some people that works better for them, manually going in once a month or every week or whatever, and making those contributions to saving and investment, paying the debt down, and seeing themselves doing that. The majority of the women that I work with they're typically business owners. So they're like running their business during the day. They have their kids home right when business hours end, and they want to get control of their money, but like it's always pushed to the back burner because they think it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, things like that. So the goal always is to help you see progress as quickly as possible so that you are moving your relationship with money in a positive direction. So you feel better about what you're doing and the progress that you're making, and that keeps you more motivated. So the other goal of automating these things is to reduce the mental load. So as women, we take on like a million different hats anyway, right? Whether you own a business or not. And the goal is to reduce that mental load immediately so you can focus on doing the things that you really want to be doing. And once that mental load is reduced, then you can think more rationally about your goals, about your financial goals, about how you're going to spend your money. And then the third piece of that is it allows them to now look at their money habits, to look at how they've been using money, how they've been spending money, how they've been hoarding money in some cases, and just their habits and their patterns with money are now visible to them. And they're making progress with their financial goals. So they actually get to their financial goals a lot faster in these cases. But this is why I say that finances are so personal, because what works for one person is going to work totally different for another person. Maybe it doesn't work at all. I'll tell you a quick story. When my parents got married, my mom read up a credit card bill, like maxed it out. And she and my dad determined together that she was going to pay $50 a week. Now, mind you, this was over 40 years ago. But they were going to pay $50 a week to pay it down, no matter if she already had all the money in the bank to pay it off. And that was to teach her that, like, it's easy to rack up debt. It's much harder to pay it down, or it feels like it takes longer. And so for them, that worked better for them to go in and manually pay those payments. But that's why finances are different for everybody, and for the way that your brain works, the way that your schedule is set up, the way that your season of life, things like that. But yeah, I agree, for a lot of people, doing this manually, which is the way that I did it when I first started, might be the better option for them. So also, I peeped your page and I love what you're doing, so I'm cheering you on.